Hello students, in this video we will talk about naming of alicyclic compounds. What are alicyclic compounds? These are the compounds in which carbon chain is present in the form of a ring or it has closed carbon chain structure. These compounds resemble aliphatic hydrocarbons in their properties. So what is the difference between them? That while writing the name of these compounds, we put the prefix cyclo before the name of corresponding hydrocarbon. So for example, look at this compound. It contains 3 carbon atoms and it is a saturated hydrocarbon. It would have been propane if it is an open chain structure, but now when it is present in the form of a ring, we will call it cyclo. We will put the prefix cyclo, cyclopropane. Similarly, this will be cyclobutane. This has 5 carbon atoms and it is saturated hydrocarbon. It is called cyclopentane. Similarly, this it is called cyclohexane. Clear? These are the simple structures, but there are many compounds in which side chains are also present along with the ring structure. How to name those compounds? In that case, we count the number of carbon atom in the chain, open chain, as well as in the closed chain or ring. Whichever is having higher, we consider the compound to be derivative of that. Now look, in this open chain is containing 4 carbon atoms and ring is containing 6 carbon atoms. So this open chain will be considered as substituent. So how to name it? Now this substituent is attached to the ring from this position 1. This is 2. This is 3. This methyl group is now attached to this propyl group. It is a complex substituent. So what do we call it? We call it 1-methyl propyl, 1-methyl propyl cyclohexane, right? Now let us come to next compound. In the chain it contains 5 carbon atom as well as in the ring it is also containing 5 carbon atom. So in that case, when both the parts have same number of carbon atoms, we consider it as derivative of cyclic compound. So the name of this compound will be pentyl cyclopentane, right? We no need to mention the position because all the 5 positions are equivalent in the cyclopentane and it is normal pentyl group, pentyl cyclopentane. Now let us come to next compound, that is it is having 5 carbon atoms here and this ring is of 4 carbon atoms. So it means this compound is derivative of open chain structure. This ring structure is present as substituent. Now where it is present, we have to number the chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can number it from either side because from both sides it is getting the same number. Now we have to write its name. This group is present at position 3. So we write 3 cyclobutyl, right? 3 cyclobutyl pentane. So what do you follow here? That when substituted side chain when side chain and ring structure both are present, we count the number of carbon atoms. The part which is having higher number of carbon atom is the parent compound, other part is considered as substituent. When both the side chain, open chain and ring structure have same number of carbon atoms, then we consider the compound to be derivative of cyclic compound. Let us see few more examples. Look at this compound. Now in this, a ring is containing 3 carbon atoms as well as chain is also containing 3 carbon atom. But in the chain we find there is double bond. So the part containing double bond will be given the preference. So we will consider the compound to be derivative of this open chain. This ring will be present as substituent. Now we have to number the chain. We number from the side so that double bond gets the lower number, right? Let us number this. So 1, 2, 3. At position 3 there is a cyclopropyl. So we write 3 cyclopropyl. Now this is again 3 carbon atoms and double bond is present at position 1, 3 cyclopropyl prop 1 ene. Clear? Let us come to this. Now in this again ring is containing 6 carbon atom but open chain is containing 4 carbon atom. But as the functional group is present in the open chain, so this will be the given the preference and this hexyl group will be considered as substituent. And while numbering the chain, we will number the chain from the side that this functional C double bond O, that will be given preference over double bond. So we number the chain from this side 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So let us write the name. It will be 4 cyclobutyl cyclohexyl but 3 in 1 but 3 in 2 one, right? 4 cyclohexyl but 3 in 2 one. Now there are 2 cyclic structures are attached to open chain. Then compound is considered to be derivative of the open chain. So there is CH2 to which 2 cyclopropyl rings are attached. So we write it as dicyclopropyl methane. As there is only one carbon atom to which 2 rings are attached, so dicyclopropyl methane. Let us come to next. This is 1, 2, 3 carbon atom in the open chain. 2 cyclohexyl rings are attached, so compound is considered to be derivative of open chain. So we write the name as this ring structure, cyclic structure are attached at position 1 and 3. We write 1, 3 dicyclohexyl, right? Dicyclohexyl propane. As there are 3 carbon atom in the chain, so it is 1,3 dicyclopropane. Let us name this compound now. Here though the ring is containing 5 carbon atoms and a double bond, chain is containing 3 carbon atoms, but OH group is there. It is a functional group given preference over double bond. So we consider this part as the substituent or side chain. Numbering will be done from the side so that functional group gets the lower number 1, 2, 3. Clear? So the compound's name will be 2. At position 2 this group is attached. 2 cyclopent 1, 2, 3. At position 3 there is double bond. Pent 3 in, and this pentyl group is attached at position 1. So pen 1 yl, right? 2 cyclopent 3 in 1 yl propane 1 ol, right? This is the complex substituent now. It is attached to carbon 2 of propanol but attached from its own first carbon. So at position 3 there is double bond. So cyclopent 3 in 1 yl propane 1 ol. So this 2 we have already mentioned in the beginning that this group is attached at position 2. Let us take this example. When two similar functional groups are present, then what to do? Then we count the number of carbon atoms. The part which is containing more number of carbon atom is considered as the parent, and rest of the part is considered as the side chain or substituent. So here in the ring there are 6 carbon atoms, here there are 4 carbon atoms, so it is considered as substituents. Numbering will be done from this side because OH gets the lower number from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, and here 1, 2, it is present at position 2. So first we have to mention the position of this group. It is present at position 2, so we write 2. Then start naming this. It is 2-hydroxy, right? 2-hydroxy but 1-allyl, because it is present attached from position 1. But 1-allyl cyclohexane 1-ol. This is cyclohexane 1-ol, and this position to which group is attached, it has been mentioned in the beginning that at this position this group is attached, and cyclohexanol OH is present at first position. Now let us consider few functional groups which contain carbon, and when they are directly attached to the ring, how to name them. So here if there is CHO group, we call it carbaldehyde. COOH is called carboxylic acid. COX, carbonyl halide. X is the halogen. It can be chlorine, fluorine, iodine. So if this Cl, carbonyl chloride. If this Br, carbonyl bromide, and so on. COOR, this is the ester group. R is the alkyl group which is attached to that ester part. CONH2 amide called carboxamide. CN is called carbonitrile. So and they are named simply as the cyclic compound and the name of the functional group. For example, this is cyclohexane, so it will be called cyclohexane carbaldehyde, right? Here it is CN. CN is called carbonitrile, so it is called cyclohexane carbonitrile. Here this is carbonitrile, but double bond is also present in the ring. So we have to mention the position of double bond also. This is 1, this position given number 1, this is 2. So we call it cyclohex 2-ene 1 carbonitrile, right? Cyclohex 2-ene 1 carbonitrile. Let us come to next. It is CONH2 called carboxamide, but at position 2 there is methyl group, so we will call it 2, this is position 1, this is 2, 2-methyl, right? 2-methyl cyclohexane 1 carboxamide, right? 2-methyl cyclohexane 1 carboxamide. Now let us come to this. This is the principal functional group. This is the now considered as substituent. So this will be given number 1. This is 2. Now for esters we start the name with alkyl group. So first we'll write ethyl, right? Ethyl. At position 2 there is oxo. 2-oxo, right? Ethyl 2-oxo cyclohexane, right? Cyclohexane 1 What do we use the N word? Carboxylate. Carboxylate. 2-ethyl. Name start with ethyl. 2-oxocyclohexane. 1-carboxylate. So these are the few examples in which the functional group containing carbon is directly attached to the ring. So I have tried to clear all the various different types of alicyclic compounds and their naming. Hope you have followed all these and will do more and more practice while naming such compounds. I hope this video will be useful for you. Thank you for watching.